Hey everyone, you're watching Ash on Comics, and this is my In-N-Out weekly pull list, totally not sponsored by In-N-Out Burger, for August 8th, 2018. And the first thing I have is my In-N-Out Burger. I wish it was sponsored, that'd be amazing. You know, one thing that's really cool, if you have an In-N-Out near you and you're getting it to go, order it with a box with the lid over. Helps keep the burger hot, fresh. Captain Cummings I've been giving shit about for his channel, been doing food. I've been saying he's been doing a makeover, or no, what did I call it? I said he was doing a new lifestyle brand. But I've been doing this since before him, and this is a better burger. But you didn't actually come here to watch this, and I really want to eat this, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to come back. Hey, some of you might be wondering why I bother to show my In-N-Out Burger every week. You're like, what the hell is this? I don't care about a stupid burger. And I totally get that. I apologize if I waste any of your time. I try to keep it really short. For me, comics are about fun. In-N-Out's one of my favorite places to eat. And I sort of set up a tradition on that with comics. I discovered In-N-Out around the same time I discovered comics. So it's kind of part of my past. In-N-Out is a great American, not a pastime, it's an American institution. Comics are an American, cultural institution. They just go hand in hand. I like to just have fun each week, something to look forward to, and those are two things: a good lunch, good comics, and then doing my video. So if you're watching and going, what the hell, I don't want to see your stupid burger, just bear with me, humor me. I'll keep it, just really super short. I'm not going to sit there and make you watch me eat a burger or anything stupid. But anyways, going into this week, starting it off, I got Batman number 52. This was actually last week's issue. I didn't get it. There was a delivery problem, and so the book got shorted the store got shorted some books. And so I had to wait, but this cover was worth the wait. Look at this. Sorry for the glare. It's just gorgeous. Then we have Flash 52. I picked this up for my friend's little girl. She was into the Flash, and she watches the show. That's how she got into the Flash. And I know a lot of comic fans are like, F that show, but whatever. She's 9. And she likes it, and you know what? It's getting her into comics, so that's great. These covers are outstanding. This is one of the reasons I started getting these full art covers, because the Flash ones were so fantastic. I'm kind of jealous. I should be picking up these books for myself, but she'll let me read them, I'm sure. And Superman number 2. I told you guys that last time I was telling the truth. I did drop this from my pull list. I picked this up on the shelf. I saw that, what's this guy's name? Mackie or Mac was doing the cover again. I liked the last one. And I was like, you know what? Let me give this another shot. Because Action Comics 1001 was actually pretty good. And I know that doesn't mean anything, considering Man of Steel completely shit the bed on issue 6. And 1 through 5 were good. So Action Comics can do the same as well. But to be fair, one of my complaints about Man of Steel was the way it shit the bed. It is a mini-series. If Man of Steel had just been a normal issue, it would have been more forgiving, because you would have been able to say, okay, well, this issue wasn't so good, move on to the next. But Man of Steel was a self-contained entity, so you had, it was an end of the story, and it was just terrible. So it wasn't like it was an arc, of a greater story. You can have bad issues and be more forgiving when it's a long run, but a miniseries should not just completely roll over and die. So maybe there's something good. I know Bendis is a good writer. He can be good. He just needs someone to rein in his ego, hold him accountable, edit his stuff. DC did not do that with Superman number 1. They're probably not doing a Superman number 2, but I figure I'm going to give this issue a shot and just see if it does something. Anyways, I'm blabbing on about this. This will be reviewed. Now, speaking of issues that didn't shit the bed, Brian Edward Hill's run on Detective Comics, this is 986, he started on 983, has been outstanding. Now, I want to clarify, it's not outstanding like it's the next Dark Knight Returns or Batman Year One or anything like that. But it's outstanding on a standard comic book level of just what you wish your comics were week after week. He's writing at a level that a top tier title like Detective Comics should be at. This is what we used to expect in the 90s. In fact, this is so good that even in the 90s we would have been like, oh yeah, this is good. But we don't expect it anymore. Now we're just like, oh my God, we're just like, holy grail, let's kiss this book. You're delivering this. No, this is what it should be. This is so good. If you haven't read these, read them. If you insist on not reading them, see my review on what you're missing out. And if you do read them, see my review and see if you agree with what I think about the book. The last issue was... Alright, so Hal Jordan, I don't know if this is getting canceled or not. I keep hearing that it is, and I also hear rumors that Grant Morrison's taking it over. Who knows? DC is not really good at communicating to the fans what's going on with their stuff. I'm going to hang with it. Trajan got me onto this book, and I'm going to ride it till the end. Or until they change it all up and it turns to shit. We'll see. I haven't heard that they're doing that, though. So it's either going to get canceled or continue on, hopefully in a decent fashion. But I don't know anything. And I'm fearful because DC likes to cancel good shit. If this was a mediocre book, it would still be around doing whatever. But when it's good, they go, nah, we gotta take all the talent off it, cancel the book, and move them somewhere else. Speaking of books getting canceled, no, Red Hood's not getting canceled that I'm aware of. But it is getting redone. They are changing Red Hood, his look and appearance, which I don't understand why. He's got a great look. It's different than a lot of the DC characters. I really like what they do with them. I love the Outlaws. So what should we do? Let's redesign him to look like a total edgelord asshole, and let's get rid of the Outlaws. That sounds like a total winning strategy, DC. Good job. Good job. Oh, and you want to know one of the reasons why it's the Outlaws? Because, G. Willow Wilson's got to have her characters over on Wonder Woman. Yeah, got to satisfy those SJWs. Speaking of books getting canceled, the best book, fight me, the best book in a New Age of Heroes is Immortal Man. This is DC's X-Men. First couple of issues, a little rocky. Let me tell you something, DC. X-Men did not start out a winner. It went I think 40 issues, and then was essentially canceled. The remaining issues, like Marvel just recycled, they started over and started reprinting issues, but up to the number count. It was this really weird thing. So it was you're like, oh look, this new issue's out, but it's actually an old issue, just under the new number. I don't think they've ever done that on anything else. And then in the 90s, not the era of the 90s, but the issue numbers in the 90s, 94, the whole big change, all new, all different X-Men, and that's what changed history and turned the X-Men into the gold standard that they were for decades under Chris Claremont, with the help of John Byrne starting off, great artists like Alan Davis, Mark Silvestri, Jim Lee. The book took time. It was a slow burn. It took time to build an audience. This book, I believe, would have built an audience. It has great mythology, interesting characters. Each book is getting better and better. And you're canceling. Gotta cancel it. Cancel it. Vivian Song. If you want indie sci-fi, that's solid. you should probably be buying a Vivian Song. Most of my bread and butter for comics is mainstream superhero stuff, which is why I get DC. You'll notice I don't get any Marvel, and I'm going to do a video on why that is. And it's not because Marvel's great. They have the best universe. They just have the shittiest company, and they're just pissing away their IP. So I won't buy it. DC, on the other hand, is trying their ass off, other than some of the stupid things that I've been saying. And I'm not going to turn a blind eye to DC because I'm a fan of DC, what they're doing. There's a lot of stuff that DC is doing fantastic, which is why I buy their books. But they also make mistakes, and so I'm going to call them out. So when you hear me bitch about what DC is doing, it doesn't mean that DC is just a failure company. It just means they're doing big mistakes, and I don't like it, and they should be called out by fans. But I also like some side material that's a little different, off the wall. I'm really a big fan of sci-fi, and indie sci-fi is just where it's at. The big dogs don't do this sort of stuff. Robert Kirkman knows what he's doing, and this is a good book. I'm going to do a video on these at 1 through 6, now that 6 is out, and let you know about what you are or are not missing. Finally, I got a couple back issues, fill my Superman holes. When I started collecting Superman, I was in the 40s. I couldn't find this issue, but I just got it at the store. And these issues 38 and 37 I only picked up because the trade that I have, the bridge, skips these 2 issues because it's the Super Sons of Tomorrow, and I don't want to buy the special trade for that because I'm going to collect all the Super Sons since there's only 16 issues. Well, to get the whole series, I think I need like 10 issues to fill my hole. And that's a really great series. But of course, what happens with great series at DC? Gotta cancel them. Gotta cancel them. So stupid. God, what are you doing, DC? Hey, we're doing great. Let's cancel it and take those creators and put them on something new. Oh, is Tinian doing an awesome job with Immortal Man? Screw that. We need a Justice League Dark. All right, sorry. You didn't come here to hear me rant and rave. This is my pull list. Tell me what you think. I really want to know what you guys are pulling. Even if it's Marvel, you know I'm not going to buy it, but I'm curious to hear what is good over there. I do listen, and I kind of wish I was getting Venom and Old Man Hawkeye. Those are the 2 books that sound to be worth getting. I'm just not going to give Marvel any of my money. I wish you guys that collected it lived in town or whatever, that I could just read your books. But if you get DC especially, I'd like to know if you think any of these books are crap. Tell me why. One of the things I love about comics is that there's diversity, you know. Some people hate Batman. It's not for them, you know. Some people hate Superman or whatever. There's different comics for everybody, and people gravitate towards what they subjectively, you know, what impacts them. So more power to that. That's one of the great things about this hobby and this industry is, you know, I don't want every book to just be the book I like. That'd be tough anyway. I wouldn't be able to afford all the books. So let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Tell me what book you think is going to be the best this week. I'm thinking it's this bad boy right here. Maybe Immortal Man. It's tough. The worst book? Yeah, right here. Right here. Batman versus Superman. Who wins? Always Batman.